Welcome back, distinguished viewers, to the sanctuary of deep analysis and exclusive insight. Welcome to Mr. Magazine. You have tuned into the only digital observatory where we refuse to skim the surface of celebrity culture. Instead, we dive into the crushing depths of the emotions, the strategies, and the human moments that define the stars you love. If you are tired of the fleeting, superficial headlines that vanish as quickly as they appear, you have found your home. Here, we do not just report the news, we chronicle the history of the heart. Before we step into the sun-drenched garden that has become the center of a global conversation, please ensure you have subscribed to our channel. For those of you who wish to be the true pillars of this community, enabling us to continue this independent, high-caliber journalism, we invite you to click the Join button below. Your support is the engine that drives our storytelling. And, as always, your voice is the chorus to our narrative, so prepare your thoughts, for the comments section awaits your judgment. Now, let us turn our gaze to a single photograph that has said more than 1,000 interviews ever could. In the frenetic, often noisy landscape of social media, where celebrities vie for attention with loud declarations and staged spectacles, true power often resides in a whisper. On a seemingly ordinary Tuesday afternoon, Halil İbrahim Ceyhan, an actor known as much for his enigmatic reserve as for his commanding screen presence, delivered such a whisper, one that landed with the weight of a revelation. He posted a photograph on his official account, a static image that somehow managed to stop the spinning world of his fanbase on its axis. The caption was terrifyingly simple, a minimalist declaration consisting of 2 words, "My everything." But it was the visual composition of the image that caused the sensation. The photo did not depict a red carpet, a film set, or a solitary selfie. Instead, it revealed a tableau of domestic intimacy so profound it felt almost voyeuristic to witness. Halil was seated in a lush, verdant garden, the kind of setting that implies sanctuary and peace. In his arms, he held a little girl, protecting her with a natural ease that suggested long practice. Beside him sat a woman. Her face was not fully turned to the camera, but her profile, her posture, and the way she looked at him spoke of a shared history, a deep complicity, and a tenderness that cannot be feigned. The internet, acting as a collective detective agency, reached a consensus within seconds: the woman was none other than Sila Turkoğlu. The reaction was not a ripple, it was a tidal wave. Within hours, the image surpassed 1 million likes, shattering Halil's personal records and setting a new benchmark for engagement in the Turkish entertainment sphere. But the numbers tell only half the story. The comments section exploded with a mixture of shock, vindication, and pure emotional release. "This is a family declaration," one user wrote, their caps lock echoing the collective adrenaline. Another observed, "The little girl is a reflection of both of them, impossible to deny that connection." Others, overwhelmed by the sudden breach of the couple's usual privacy, simply wrote, "Thank you for coming back." The fan base of this couple, a legion of loyal supporters who have long championed their chemistry both on and off the screen, was aroused with a force that even the mainstream media could not ignore. For years, they had analyzed micro-expressions and deciphered cryptic quotes. Now, they felt they were looking at the truth. If Halil's post was the opening note of a symphony, Sila Turkloo provided the harmony just hours later. In a move that dispelled any notion of coincidence, Sila uploaded a story to her own account featuring the very same little girl. In this image, the atmosphere was kinetic and joyous. Sila was laughing, her face radiant with uninhibited delight, as she helped the child ride a bicycle. The caption she chose was as evocative as Halil's. "Growing up with you is the most beautiful thing." This was interpreted by the masses not just as a cute moment, but as an indirect confirmation of a shared timeline. Growing up with you implies a process, a duration, a journey. It suggests that while the world was debating their relationship status, they were busy living a life, raising, nurturing, or perhaps simply being present for this child together. It fueled the theory that they share parenting duties or a relationship far deeper and more established than anyone had dared to imagine. The media, naturally, went into a frenzy. A reporter, seizing the opportunity at an event later that same evening, approached Halil with the question burning on everyone's lips: "Do you want to clarify the situation?" "Who are they?" Halil's response was a masterclass in serene defiance. He did not deny, nor did he offer a detailed biography. Instead, he offered a philosophy. "Not everything beautiful needs to be explained," he said, his voice calm and steady. "Some feelings are experienced, not declared." We must pause here, dear Mr. Magazine family. This is a profound statement. In an age of oversharing, do you agree that true happiness should be kept private, or do public figures owe their fans an explanation? We are incredibly curious to hear your stance in the comments below. For her part, when Sila was ambushed by paparazzi as she left a photo shoot, she maintained the same cryptic elegance. She simply smiled, a smile described by witnesses as knowing and peaceful, and said, "Life always gives you moments that are worth more than 1,000 words." The press took this as an implicit confirmation that they have entered a new phase of existence. A phase of emotional rebuilding, of maturity, and perhaps, of a new family unit that defines itself outside the boundaries of traditional celebrity gossip. Those closest to the couple have begun to leak details that fill in the gaps of the timeline. Sources reveal that although Halil and Sila kept a physical and professional distance for some time, the lines of communication were never truly severed. A mutual friend, speaking on condition of anonymity, stated, "They have always looked out for each other. Even though they went their separate ways, they never stopped keeping an eye on one another." This photo doesn't surprise me. It was just a matter of time before the private reality spilled into the public sphere. While the romance is the headline, the appearance of the little girl has opened entirely new avenues of speculation. Who is she? Some pragmatic observers claim she could be a niece, a goddaughter, or the child of a close mutual friend. However, the romantic faction of the fan base insists on a physical resemblance between the two artists and the child that is impossible to ignore. A trend has emerged where fans are creating side-by-side collages, comparing photos of Halil as a child with the little girl in the garden. They point to the shape of the eyes, the curve of the smile. While these genetic theories are speculative, they speak to the deep desire of the audience to see a permanent bond between the two stars. A source close to Sila added fuel to this fire during an appearance on an entertainment program. "She's at a point in her life where she no longer wants to hide," the source claimed. "If there's love, you live it. If there's a child, you protect her. She doesn't need to explain herself to the world." These words, although not officially confirmed by the actress, have been interpreted as a veiled declaration of a maternal bond, or at least a role of significant guardianship. Amidst the chaos, the official representatives for both artists have opted for a strategy of dignified silence. There has been no confirmation, no denial, and no legal threats. There was only a brief, joint-sounding statement that read, "The artists appreciate the love and respect. Anything they wish to share, they will do so in due time, in their own way." That phrase, "in their own way," seems to be the defining ethos of their relationship. From the very beginning, Halil and Sila have defied the standard playbook. They never made headlines with scandalous breakups, they never fought in the press, and they never staged fake reconciliations. Their communication has always been nonverbal. It has been defined by looks that say it all, gestures that break down walls, and now, a simple photo that has changed the entire conversation. Of course, in the entertainment industry, skepticism is a survival skill. Rumors have also begun to circulate that this entire family reveals might be the prelude to a professional collaboration. Whispers of a new miniseries about family, parenthood, and second chances are floating through the production houses of Istanbul. Could this photo be a scene? Could this be the perfect vehicle to share their story without having to explain it directly? If it is a project, it is one that blurs the lines between reality and fiction so effectively that the audience no longer cares about the distinction. As expected, comments from industry figures quickly followed the viral post. An actress who shared the screen with both of them wrote a comment that felt like a blessing: "Some loves never die, they just learn to breathe in silence." Another producer added, "When two souls are destined, neither time nor distance can do anything." These comments from peers lend credibility to the idea that this is a personal reunion, not just a professional one. While the comments keep pouring in, their most loyal followers have begun compiling a dossier of evidence connecting Halil and Sila over the past few weeks. They have identified photographs taken in suspiciously similar locations, noted coincidences in their posting times, and even spotted a bracelet that they have both worn on different occasions. One of the moments that has most fueled the current theories is an old interview with Halil where he prophesied this very moment. He said, "Sometimes love doesn't need noise, just space to mature." Today, many are revisiting that phrase not as a platitude, but as a plan. After the storm of their initial separation, it seems his relationship with Sila not only survived the silence but quietly blossomed in the dark, waiting for the right moment to step into the sun. So, what do we make of this garden of secrets? Is this the beginning of a public happily ever after, or is it simply a glimpse into a private world that will remain largely closed to us? Is this a new phase for Halil and Sila, or just a shared project being misinterpreted by hearts that want to believe in magic? We want to know your theory. Who is the little girl? Is the projector cover for their real life, or is the photo a teaser for a show? Leave your detailed thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this comprehensive breakdown of the mystery that has captivated the world, please hit the like button. To support our channel and ensure we can keep bringing you these deep dive investigations, please consider clicking the "To Join" button to become a member of the Mr. Magazine family. Until next time, remember, sometimes, the loudest statements are made without saying a word. This is Mr. Magazine, signing off.